And welcome back. Well, we all know that artificial intelligence is rapidly changing in the workplace, and many employees wonder how it will eventually affect their future.
That's right. While AI will automate some tasks, experts say it will also increase the value of human skills.
I hope so.
Workplace culture and consultant leadership expert Beth Ridley is here to talk about ways we can stay relevant, adaptable, and valued in the age of AI.
Yeah, good to see you, Beth. Hi,
Yes.
good morning. Good
This
morning.
is a hot topic, though.
Super
A
hot
lot
topic.
of people are sensitive to it. Some people are embracing it. Some people aren't.
Yep.
What should we be doing
Yeah.
to make ourselves more valuable with AI?
Yep, first don't panic.
Don't panic. Okay.
I know, I mean, it represents change, and so people process
Yeah.
change a little bit
Differently,
differently.
yeah.
And it is, in fact, changing how we work. That is a fact.
Yeah.
And it is a fact that some roles may be eliminated.
Yeah.
But if we look past, in history, technology changes roles and changes how people are valued at work more than it eliminates jobs, and it also creates new ones too.
Yeah.
So do you think then employees should be worried?
No, they shouldn't be worried, but they should be aware.
Okay.
Right? So the worst thing you can do is like not pay attention and pretend that this is not a thing.
Yeah, it'll go
Ignore it.
away.
Right. And even if it's not impacting your job, it's going to impact the workplace and the things around you. So you have to be just sort of aware of that so you know how to add value and where to fit in sort of a new era.
We don't like change at this
I
age,
know.
you know?
I know.
But even some young people, like Tiff said earlier, some young people are booing it because they're feeling intimidated. But what are the skill sets that we can sharpen to complement it and not resist it?
Yeah, it's kind of like the good old-fashioned skills that never go away and are timeless. And it's really, I think with AI, it's going to like automate more like repeatable tasks. And honestly, it's smarter than we are.
Yeah.
It's time for humans to lean in and do what humans uniquely do well, which is relationship building, helping people navigate change. I mean, you need people to do that, to inspire, to motivate. No computer can do that. So if you want to make yourself timeless and always valuable, it's back to the good old-fashioned human skills.
Yeah.
Okay. Although people are using it as psychologists even some days. You know, it's like, don't do that because, you know, it still just affirms you. Okay, so how do we actually AI proof our job, you know, and what does that look like day to day?
Yep. Again, sort of investing in things like critical thinking, interpersonal skills. You should be asking yourself, how good am I at inspiring people and motivating them? How good am I? Do people trust me?
Yeah.
Can I make sense of information? So you shouldn't just be, using AI to complete a task or to get to the answer. You still have to interpret the answer. You have to help other people understand the answer. You have to motivate people to want to work with you. So again, I would be asking those questions. How do I create value by doing what only a human can uniquely do well?
I love that, honing those leadership skills. Okay, what mistakes do employees make, though, in this age of AI?
Yeah, well, we talked about one of them, so it's ignoring it.
Yeah. That's
Even
a
if it's not
huge
impacting
mistake.
your job, it's impacting, how companies value, your work. And I think the other one is thinking that you're embracing AI only to make you work more efficient or faster, and saying that's now I'm, being valuable. Because again, that's
false sense of
exactly.
I understand.
Security. Because again, it's like, yes, AI can help you come to a faster answer. It can do your work faster.
Yeah.
But again, that's not showing value. You could be replaced if that's all you're thinking that you're worth, because the computer can do it faster and better and more reliable, and they don't get tired and they don't have bad attitudes.
That's a good point.
So that's
good point.
why people
They don't
like
have
AI.
bad days.
They don't have to take naps. They don't have to feel. But they cannot inspire people.
Nope.
They cannot make people feel comfortable. They cannot,
lead a team. Culture. Make
Exactly.
the culture.
Get people to want to work when the work is hard anyway. You can only, it's almost like, think about your jobs, right? Any computer could ask the question, but you have to make the guest feel welcome.
Right.
You have to find the humor. You have to make it make sense to the people watching. So it's the same thing. Like, all jobs require that to really add the value. So I would be thinking about that.
I love that. I mean, it gives us a little bit of confidence that we don't have to be so afraid, because I do resist embracing it at times, and then I use it in other ways. Okay, so how about for leaders? How can they help, people be more successful and their employees to stay relevant?
Yeah, I think the first thing is acknowledge that people are feeling some kind of way about AI, and probably even on one team, you've got a lot of variability. There's some people who love it, some people who hate it, some people who are agnostic or indifferent about it. But the main thing is just to encourage open conversation. When you're worried about something, it even feels heavier when you can't talk about it, because you're like, oh, am I the only one who, really doesn't like AI, or am I the only one who can't wait for it to eliminate my job?
On both sides of the coin.
So one, be able to have open conversations so you know where your employees stand. And two, really, really support their investment in things like critical thinking and those foundational good human skills, good communication, being able to make sense and be adaptable. So anytime there's an opportunity to encourage employees to recognize those skills and invest in them, that's what every leader should do.
I would take that as good advice. Just be adaptable. Let's sum it all up with that. That's good advice.
Adaptable.
Thank you so much.
Grow and learn. Thank you, Beth. All right, to rewatch this segment or to send it to a friend or your chat GPT, just kidding, we're going to post it on our website, themorningblend.com.
AI is here, y'all. Okay.